This is the Kawasaki Ninja 125. This is my wife's motorcycle, and of course she is on a CBT learning to ride. But is this kind of motorcycle still fun to ride, even if you're an experienced rider with a full motorcycle license? Let's find out. Off the bat there, guys and girls, you can have fun on a little bike, even if you are an experienced rider and you're used to, you know, having a bit more power and stuff. To be fair, at least on this Ninja 125, you can still have a ton of fun with the power that you've got. And remember, you're able to rev this thing out without even breaking the speed limits, you know? I think first gear tops out at 27 miles an hour, so you're not even breaking the 30 mile an hour speed limit by revving out first gear, and there's something satisfying about that, I think. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, if it wasn't for my wife starting to ride, I probably would have never bought myself a 125cc bike again. But the fact that my wife did get one and I'm able to enjoy it, even though, you know, I've got bikes that are 10 times bigger than this, it's still, I can still appreciate it. I can still enjoy myself on a little bike. And I suppose it's kind of like, well, this is kind of being more directed towards the riders who just stay on their CVTs for all of their lives. There are people out there like that just stay on a CVT. And so, from that perspective, yeah, I mean, you can still have a ton of fun. There's still a wide variety of motorcycles for you to choose from if you are just buying 125s. I mean, it's unfortunate how 125s tend to be more expensive than other bikes, other size motorcycles. I mean, a great example is the A2 class, where you're basically looking to pay about the same amount of money for an A2 bike as you would do for a 125, which is kind of annoying. Especially for a branded Ninja 125 like this one. They are not cheap bikes. A lot of people kind of assume that 125s are cheap, and you can get cheap 125s, but they're usually in the form of Chinese bikes, and I don't know, well, you guys know how I feel about Chinese 125s, but you can also get cheaper 125 branded bikes that are a bit older, and yeah, you know, you're gonna have a good time with them, but they will hold their value. Just be aware that they will hold their value, perhaps the same rate as, you know, sport bikes do, the 600s do, which is kind of a pain. But yeah, I mean, that's why a lot of the time I wouldn't buy another 125 after you've got your full license, just because there are more cost-effective bikes out there that you can buy, even though they're basically the same size and they have a little bit more horsepower. Bloody hell, man, come on. What's going on? Thank you. We're in Cheltenham today, guys and gals, and I watched a video the other day of Beard Meets Food. He was in Cheltenham recently, and I wish I got the opportunity to to come out and see him, but I didn't realise that he was in Cheltenham filming a challenge video, which is a bit of a shame, but yeah, it would have been nice to meet the good old beard. Nice GTO. But on the opposite side of the same coin, you could argue that insurance will be significantly cheaper on a 125 if you are an experienced rider. So I mean, that is something you can take into account in tax as well. Tax is really cheap. So in terms of cost of running, these kinds of bikes are about as cheap as you can get. And for city environments, for city bikes, city riding, I mean, these kinds of bikes are absolutely perfect. But I don't know, I suppose that if you're one of those people where you live in a remote part of the world and there aren't that many big bikes around, even though you've got a full license, and you know, or you've got a load of 125cc bikes or small displacement bikes to buy that are available in your area, then yeah, I suppose there's no reason why you shouldn't enjoy a 125 like this one. They are really fun bikes, and especially on country roads, even though they struggle to get up hills and stuff, you can still have a load of fun. Just go around the twisties, and remember there's always the downhill part as well, so even if the uphill isn't that entertaining, well, the downhill part is a hell of a lot of fun. And just the fact that, you know, how you can just flick the bikes around because they're so light. They're literally bicycles with motors in them. So yeah, pretty fun experience. And I mean, I would do a journey with this bike. I would, if I had to travel a long distance, I would. I'd do that on this bike. Now, on a CVT, of course, you can't ride on motorways, but that doesn't matter because motorways are boring anyway. So if you are doing a long ride on a motorcycle, then you kind of want to do the country roads just to enjoy yourselves, you know. That's the only way you can enjoy a ride. I don't know anyone who enjoys riding a motorcycle on the motorway. I think you just use them out of necessity more than anything else. God, I keep missing second gear today. Keep finding neutral. I'm not doing anything different to what I usually do, it's quite annoying. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? I wouldn't advise you to get a 125 if you have already got a full license, but if that's all you've got access to, then yeah, you're still going to have a decent time of it. And I have over the last kind of year that my wife has owned this motorcycle. I've enjoyed riding this bike. But there is something missing, I will say that. There is something missing about this bike. I'm not going to lie to you, it's probably because of power or something like that. I don't know, there's something. Sound, I don't know, there's something. God, this road layout is awful. I'll go this way, but they've really ruined that roundabout for me. Oh, so many roadworks, man. There's roadworks everywhere at the moment. Such a pain. Yeah, with all these emission laws and stuff that we're getting nowadays, it wouldn't surprise me if we're all going to end up on 125cc motorcycles anyway in the near future. Yeah, I mean, what a sad day that will be. My GoPro here has given up the ghost as well, great, that's always handy. I mean, it's not a slow bike, the Ninja 125. It does get up to speed pretty quick. I mean, well, it feels fast anyway. 50 mile an hour, whatever, 60 mile an hour is not very fast, but on a little bike it does feel fast. So I suppose you've got that going for it. But yeah, I don't know, guys and gals. I mean, let us know in the comments what you think, if you are a rider that still rides 125s, and whether or not you still enjoy the experience of riding one, or do you feel the same way as I do, where oh look, there's a plane coming to land. Nice. Yeah, do you feel the same way as I do, where there's something missing about a 125? I can't put my finger on it, but there's something missing. And that guy just gave me a nod. I have no idea why. He's on a bloody electric scooter. He gave me a nod. What? I wouldn't nod me. If I'm a rider, I wouldn't nod me on a 125. What? No Zell place, man. No thank you. Yeah, I mean, we've done quite a lot of content on the Ninja 125, and I have to say I do enjoy it whenever I come out and shoot on this bike. It's a really, really fun motorcycle to come out and ride on and to shoot videos on. And of course, a lot of younger people are going to be looking at 125s anyway as their first bike in the UK. So, you know, this kind of content is valuable for those kinds of people, especially if you are looking to kind of stay on a 125 after you've done your A2 license, so to speak, like I did anyway. You have to hit that throttle back to get any kind of power out of it, but I mean, hey, it is what it is, guys and gals. It's a 125cc at the end of the day, so you know, you're not going to be breaking any land speed records on a bike like this, but you can still enjoy it. I think that's the point of the video. You can still enjoy it. It's still a motorcycle, and yeah, you can still have fun. It's got an engine, it's got a motor, you can do 70 mile an hour. You're okay, you're doing all right on a little bike, I think. Anyway, guys and girls, that'll do for today's video. Let us know your thoughts in the comments on 125cc bikes, if you feel the same way as I do, or if you still ride a 125cc bike even after getting your full license. Yeah, let me know. Love to hear your thoughts. And yeah, leave a like, subscribe. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys, if you want to see more of the little Ninja 125. And yeah, we will catch you all in the next video. Have a good one.